Conference Finals. They can close it out tonight with the Knicks waiting. Game 1 of the NBA Finals will be next Wednesday. And so JWill is here with a little feature that we will call the Wemby Paradox.
Yes, there's nothing you hate more than a guy who's 7'4", who's actually playing like he's 5'3". And a lot of these examples happened on his impact on the defensive end. I'm going to show you multiple plays where just right from the gate, he did not get a chance to really set the tempo and the standard for how he's going to play. You're going to see a screen here from Isaiah Hartenstein. You're going to see SGA reject the screen and attack this paint. Wemby, who's right here in this area, is going to try to get to this point. But this is Wemby. This is 7'4". This is the wingspan, 8+. This is his paint, right, Greeny?
Yeah.
This is all his.
Of course.
Nobody else's.
Right.
Okay, let's watch as the play goes. He drives, exactly what I told you was going to happen. Now, look, they were trying to double-team SGA. But as they double-team SGA, now De'Aaron Fox has recovered. So when De'Aaron Fox recovers, like, who is he looking at here? He's looking here. He's not paying attention to his volume man. He's in no man's land.
Right.
And he's just standing there. Your player has recovered. Play recovers, standing there, no wingspan, no nothing, playing very small, easy dunk.
Wow.
Let's go to the next play. Next play, Case and Wallace gets the ball, drives this gap. Oh, Wilbon's going to like this. These are the little plays. He's driving this gap here. Here's Wemby right here. Wemby's right here, 7'4", right? Wemby, meet his ass right up here at the rim, right? Because one guy is 6'4", the other guy is 7'4". Now watch, as the play continues and develops here, Case and Wallace goes, he doesn't go get it. No, go ahead. Lay that in. What's going on? Why are you playing small? Another possession. You get beat early. Champagne gets beat early. Wemby's here, right in this corner. Wemby reacts. Now, when Wemby reacts, look at him. He's vertical. Most players, guys, when you're down in the stance, you're down in the stance. Oh, come on, come this way, come this way. And watch the way Wemby should meet him at the rim. When you think about it, he should meet him right here because he's going to drive that contact, and he's going to initiate that contact right at him. Wemby, once again, wingspan, it's going backwards. He's going backwards. So there's so many plays. His reaction time is late. He's not meeting people at the rim. His arms aren't wide. He's not down in the stance. He's standing up in the first possession of the game. I don't know if you want to call it the cumulative effect of him being tired.
That's my question. Were those things, as you watch them, do those look like, and we'll make our way back to the set as you answer this, do those things look to you and feel to you like signs of fatigue?
Yes, but nobody cares about fatigue in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals.
Right.
And if you're Mitch Johnson, if you're on that court, you're watching him. That's why Mitch said, hey, we need you to be more impactful. I don't care if you don't drop 45 points. What I do care about is when your effort does not impact the game on both sides.
I just think he looks mentally and physically spent to me. And particularly, Jay, when you point those things out, it's just like, shoulders down, arms down. It's not even him. It's not even him. So the question is, how much of himself can he be tonight? Or is he really just shot for this particular playoff series at this time in his life, which he will use to, come back and make himself better, and he'll go visit monks, and he'll do all the stuff that he does. And I'm not making fun of him. I think he's amazing what he did this one-off season after that. But I just think he's spent.
So there's an expression I like to use, which is some things are excuses. They always say no excuses. Some things are excuses, other things are reasons.
Yeah.
And the truth is he's a 22-year-old man who is 7'4", I think, might even be underselling it, right? I think we sometimes forget, because he's so athletic, he looks like a gazelle out there rather than the traditional big. We sometimes forget how much energy he's expending on every possession. He is their primary weapon offensively. He is guarding all 5 guys defensively. He's playing minutes that he has never played before and playing deeper into the playoffs than he's ever played before. It's not an excuse. It is a reason to say that this may have taken everything out of him already. Maybe he rises up tonight and plays the greatest game of his career. I'd love to see that. But if indeed he has run out of gas, I don't think that's making an excuse. I think it is a reason.
All those things can be true, but also the expectations on him at the very beginning is also something he's learning. But the reality of everything you just said about the minutes and all that, when you look at his off-the-court minutes, and how the Spurs can't survive them when Luke Cornett is out on the floor. Luke Cornett played 56 minutes in this series, and they're minus 52. Like that, you can't live that way. So for him, he has to carry everything. And also, by the way, he and Shea have played the same amount of minutes, but Shea's not getting hit like he is. Hartenstein has done. You have to give credit where credit's due. Yeah. Hartenstein has made it a point. Jay, you and I had fun last week where you would follow me around and you were just hitting me, not letting me go anywhere. You said that's what he's got to do. That's exactly what Zay's been doing in this series, and it's been a difference maker. It's just little by little wearing him down.
I'm going to tell you something, Mike. When we watched Anthony Edwards play last year, I remember I said it on this show. I was like, hey, he has to learn how to play with his back to the basket. Because I think he can see where the double teams are coming from and work on developing like post go-to moves. I don't know what go-to moves Wemby has on the block. On the block. Now, it's interesting. You're seeing him do a lot more on the perimeter now, dancing with the ball, settling for shooting threes. But you want to see him and Mitch Johnson do more work on the post, start there, play inside
Well, he's
out.
got a couple of guys who can help teach him that.
That's right.
Who are in attendance all the
That's
time.
another step in the evolution of his game, though.
It is, because also, it's interesting talking to somebody who excelled at post play and was obsessed about it. Hear Michael Jordan talk about how that is when he rested. If he didn't want to come out of a game, he was going to wave Phil off. You rested on offense, but you could go into the post because you could make so many things happen and also get a blow. If Wemby's going to do that tonight, can he go into the post, Jay, and do that?
Yeah, he's trying to dance on the perimeter. That's why he's exerting so much energy.
Can someone else also step up, please?
I agree with you on that.
Somebody else has got to decide. De'Aaron Fox is the veteran of those young guards that they have that are phenomenal players. Someone's got to decide that I can't let this guy carry the team.
We will see. If Wembanyama develops Tim Duncan's footwork, he's going to be the greatest player of all time. All right, so the picks are on the screen. I've been promising this all morning long. Yeah, you all picked the other way, so it's easy. Okay. We've talked about a lot this morning, the flopping and the frustration that some people have and the way the games are officiated. As I've told you, Adam Silver, the commissioner, multiple commissioners were on Pat McAfee's primetime special last night, which was excellent. And this might have been the most, certainly I think it was the comment that got the most attention. This was Adam Silver talking about the flopping and how he plans to deal with it.
There's a difference between selling a call, exaggeration, and a true flop, which is where you're actually fooling the referees. I think sometimes even as I sit in the stands at games, players may be falling down, players may be reacting to a call, but then to me, if they're not fooling the referees, it's like, okay, that's like the players are taught to sell calls these days. I mean, can officiating get bad? Can officiating get better? Of course. We're always working on that. Can officials get fooled occasionally? We're always looking at that as well. But the officiating is incredible.
So the officiating is incredible is the quote that wound up everywhere. But the point that he's making is there's a difference between selling a call and falling down untouched. And we are seeing it because, I mean, there are, if you just go on social media, there is montage after montage after montage being put together. So, Michael, I promised you'd hear directly from him this idea about flopping and what, if anything, they can do about it. What do you think?
I love what he said, but I don't know that practically. You're going to ask officials who got the hardest job to me in professional sports, officiating an NBA game. You're going to ask them to discern this? They got what are they going to do? Go and have a seminar with acting coaches in the offseason? No, you're going to ask them to call what? There's already an allowance on the books for calling a technical foul for flopping. I still believe that's there. I don't think they took it out, did they?
Right? I don't think they did.
I just think that sometimes we forget that basketball is a contact sport. We've forgotten that.
Especially in the playoffs.
It's like, when we think about what basketball used to be and where basketball is now it's like I blow on you. If I throw my head back, I put the ref in the situation. And I think Adam Silver has to draw a line eventually with this where we have to get back to it being a contact sport. It used to be, Mike, when I used to play, I sound like an old guy right now.
This is good. I love
hand
it when
is
you
part
sound
of the
like an
ball.
old guy. Yeah.
If I would go for a shot
but now,
and my hand got hit, not going to be a foul call.
Right.
That's part of the ball.
Now it's a
like,
review.
I throw my head back, my hand got hit. What do you mean?
But Jay, my point is, I hear you and agree with you and agree with what Adam said. I'm talking about the practicality of actually implementing this and making these calls during games. There's one clip there where Wembanyama at 7'5" is into SGA and he goes down. I don't want to stop play for an official to figure out, and I definitely don't want to be Tony Brothers.
It's a symptom right now. It's turning into a disease.
But, I got to have that determined by an official in lifetime. I don't know how practical it is.
The players have gotten so clever, and
They're so good at it.
It goes back to Manu Ginobili, who I think really brought it into the league, but not to this extent. James Harden perfected it to an MVP level because he was so quick with his hands. He was very good with his hands, almost like martial arts. And then it just became a thing that now it's happening in real time, that we're watching things on social media that we can see slower. The referee is getting duped. They all are. And it's hard to not make the call when you see a player fall down.
So who's going to make it? We're going to make it from New Jersey, from Secaucus?
I think there has to be some kind of committee that we have to establish on it, frankly. I think there has to.
I just don't. What? I mean, what is it they can? I'm not even sure exactly what problem it is they think they're attacking. The difference between a flop and an exaggeration is so minuscule that you can look at it again, and depending, I think, on which side you're rooting for, you might actually be seeing two different.
And how do you do that in real time, Jay?
I think you're seeing a lot more exaggeration than you're seeing flopping right now, frankly. It's a lot more exaggeration. And I will say, the league has to be careful. You do not want the NBA to turn into professional soccer. You do not. And sometimes the league's in a good place, but there's certain aspects of it where it's starting to trend into that.
You have to have. You're just going to solve it. The only players.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Holding each other accountable.
There's going to be a guy who comes in who refuses to go to the ground at all, and people are going to follow him.
Yeah.
I mean, all professional sports are about trending.
Well, why can't you call if it's a foul? A foul's a foul, but I'm also it's a double. You embellished, like in hockey they do this.
Yes.
You embellished, so it's a foul on you and on you. No free throws, just take the ball. Let's keep going. Then you'll end up stop doing that because you want the foul and the free throws. But if I don't give you the free throw, I'm giving you the foul.
That's
but you're also getting a foul.
Suggestion as I've heard right there.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, they do about it. I'll say it again. If the Thunder play the Knicks in the finals, which right now seems to be what it's all headed towards, with the magnitude of this market, of this media, and of look, just by virtue of the simple fact that there are 20 million people who live here, it will be so loud. I mean, the talk of it is going to be so. When Karl Anthony Towns gets his second foul with 8 minutes left in the first quarter of Game 1, it is going to be so loud, and we just all have to be ready for it. It's simple as that. All right, coming up, some more football. Is it a make-or-break season for Jalen Hurts in Philly? You'll hear him talk about life without A.J. Brown, sort of. That's on the way coming up. But first, hey, Harry Douglas, Hembo's coming for you, including the playoffs.